Welcome to the Keto Vegan podcast. I am Rach. I am your host. In this episode, I thought I'd make my own horseradish sauce because I'm fed up of paying extreme prices. Well, not extreme, but at least twice as much for vegan horseradish as horseradish I can get in the supermarket. So I thought, right, I'm going to make my own. Now, Waitrose, lovely supermarket in the UK. I don't know if it's in other countries as well. It must be, surely. They, at Christmas, have horseradish root available. So I went there and I bought 4 big roots. And I thought, okay, let's make some horseradish. Now, I know that apparently when you prepare horseradish, there can be fumes about this. Okay, so I researched lots of different recipe ideas for making horseradish, and I found this great website, and she explained about grating it and then how to preserve it and how to prepare it, so on and so on. I sort of kind of used her information, and then, as usual, Rachel style, I looked at jars of horseradish sauce to find out what ingredients, like the taste, the difference horseradish sauces have in them. So this is what I started. One of the staples or one of the bases was sour cream. Can I find vegan sour cream anywhere? No. I had to then find out how to make sour cream. I got my 1 pot of Elmley double. I got the juice of a lemon squeezed and some spirit vinegar. Now, the options to make sour cream were either or. I did both. You know what I'm like. I had my pot of Elmley. I put it into a pint glass. I then put 2 tablespoons of lemon juice in there and 1 teaspoon of white distilled vinegar. Gave it a stir, then covered it with some paper towel and a rubber band and left it at room temperature for 24 hours. Once I did that, I started peeling my horseradish. That was fine. That was absolutely fine. I cut off the ends, which was pretty tough because it's really firm. And then I started grating it. That was absolutely fine. Loads of gratings in my food waste bin. And then it came to the grating. I got my fabulous new food processor out and I started grating. I thought I'd grate them all into the food processor. I'm sure there was going to be enough space. There was, but I did have to mix it around a little bit. And it's frustrating, isn't it? When you're grating these things and pushing them down, some of it then goes flat and goes spinning around the top. And I couldn't then grate those. I did try a little bit more. But as you can see, if you are watching, my eyes started streaming. Absolutely streaming. I put makeup on and it was running all down my face. Honestly, the tears. If you've never grated horseradish before, but you have done onion, horseradish is so much worse. So much worse. Anyway, it's worth it. It's worth the tears. I then potted this up because you can freeze it. Now, you can only buy horseradish. Well, I couldn't only buy horseradish at Christmas because Waitrose do these things at Christmas. And if you look online, it's really, really expensive. So before I potted it up, I seasoned it with salt and water and white distilled vinegar. And I made sure that was all mixed up. And so it helps it preserve. So I potted all of that up. I have, how many pots? 8 pots. I kept the fullest one in the fridge and I've frozen the rest. I hope I don't mistake it for something like grated cheese or something, because I have quite a lot of stuff in my freezer and I might forget. Maybe I should have labelled it. Never mind. That was done a couple of days ago, leaving the sour cream, getting the horseradish prepped. Then it came to actually making the horseradish sauce. I'm only using one of those pots. With my blender, it's got a small whisk thing attachment. And I thought when I grated it, it was in long strips. I thought you can't just mix that in with the sour cream and all the other ingredients. What do? You blend it, of course. You get your sharp little whizzy blendy thing and you put it in. But obviously I've got a big container with my blender food processor and I used the small attachment, which was great. And I thought I'll do two different types because this is the first time I'm doing it. So, first of all, I thought, let's just put some grated horseradish in the bottom and then dollops of sour cream on the top and mix that because the sour cream's already got lemon juice in it and the distilled vinegar. The horseradish has already got salt on it and a bit of distilled vinegar as well. And some of the options where you put some mustard powder in, some dried egg yolks, some dried skim milk. Obviously, I'm not going to put real egg and real skim milk in there. And so I blended that and it was early in the morning. And really to have horseradish before breakfast, maybe that's not such a good idea. Well, it was okay. I just tasted a little bit and I thought, actually, that's okay. So I poured it into my jar and I thought, actually, I didn't pour it. I spooned it into the jar and I thought, actually, it might be too runny, might be too creamy. So I thought, next lot, I'm going to put some of the no egg dried mix into that. So that's what I did. I mixed up another lot and put the dried egg in it and the sour cream, blended that. And I didn't blend it as long this time because I didn't want it too smooth. You know, with horseradish, it's a little bit lumpy, isn't it? Not lumpy, but you know what I mean? It's got texture. So I did that. Then I tasted that, tasted absolutely fine. And I just wonder what that's going to be like once it's been in the fridge. So there are my two pots. I've labeled the lids so I don't forget which is which, and I will see how they mature or improve over time. And then I've got lots of horseradish in my freezer, enough, I hope, to last me through the year because I do love horseradish. Christmas Day, which is a week yesterday. No, what's the day today? It's a week yesterday. So it's in 6 days' time. I'm going to do the juicy marbles joint and I'm going to have some horseradish with it, homemade horseradish. And I'll see if it's actually lost its flavor over time or if it's actually improved. Have a go at this. It was really simple. I mean, two ingredients, horseradish shredded and sour cream that you have to make yourself, unless you can buy sour cream vegan. Or three ingredients, the dried egg yolk. How easy is that? Hope you enjoyed this episode. Next episode, I think I'm going to be sharing some sweet things. I've got a neighbour's Christmas party here Sunday afternoon, and I'll be making various sweet treats as well as my usual savoury stuff. And so the episode next week will be one of those. The episode next week, there will be right around Christmas. So it might be late coming out, it might not. Share this simple recipe with your vegan friends. Don't have to be keto. I mean, obviously it is keto, but such a simple recipe. And if they're missing horseradish sauce, how easy is this? And you need to get to Waitrose soon because they might not be selling it much longer, or find some other places that sell horseradish root. See you again soon.